I made a mistake and I'm an ass for doing it.
The biggest OMG moment from this week's episode of The Real Housewives of Orange County was the fact that Shannon Beador was able to admit that she was a big old butthole for spreading gossip about the Dubrows. But could her good old frenemy Gina forgive her?
And at the end of the day, I really do care about you.
And especially after New York, I thought we really bonded there.
I had a genuinely nice time with you in New York. Recently, we just traveled together to New York and I got to know her, I think, on a deeper level. And I feel like Shannon is pulling me back to a place where I don't want to go with her.
Now, let's pull it back a few minutes before when Gina told Shannon that Noella's surprise divorce inspired her to patch things up. As the old saying goes, one housewife's trauma is another housewife's light bulb moment.
Noella, put our situation in more perspective for me personally, but clearly I'm not happy about how everything happened. I don't want to be fighting with you.
Well, Shannon wasn't happy either because she wasn't able to reboot the Tres Amigas with Gina and Emily.
I felt that you and I and Emily were having a moment, and I wanted to believe the friendship and we have each other's backs and we've come so far.
Yeah.
Gina then gives it to Shannon straight and explains exactly why she told Heather about the lawsuit drama against her husband Terry.
Do you want to know why I told her that day? Do you want to know?
You said to protect her, and I want to know what were you protecting her from?
Do you want to know? The day that I found out my husband was having an affair, he brought me to the woman's home. And everybody at that barbecue knew what was going on except for me.
But Shannon's like, don't care, been there, done that.
My husband had an affair too, and I was humiliated. Everybody knew.
Now, other than affairs, one thing that these ladies also seem to have in common is that they don't care about each other's feelings.
You something and you still just want to be focused about how you're right. I don't care if you're right.
Then the charcuterie board comes, and that's when the cheese really flies off the plate.
Ladies, I'm just gonna drop this off. Wow, Gina, you know what? I've gone out of my way to be kind. I know
you shouldn't have to go out of your way to be kind to people. I don't go out of my way to be kind to people. I'm just kind to people.
Really?
If it's that much of a burden to you, then you need to reevaluate that.
Speaking of burdens, it looks like Shannon is gonna have to navigate some pretty tough combos with Heather and Emily on next week's episode.
The only adjectives you used to describe me to Heather was untrustworthy and manipulative. I thought we were friends, Shannon.
I didn't say those words. I didn't say those words.
Heather's a liar?
We're not gonna, you wanna do that right now?
If you ever come after my family, you are going to lose a lot more than just my friendship.